And so I think that in a weird way that makes it more offensive, because Urdu is quite polite, pleasant language. You say like really disgusting things in Urdu, kind of like freaks people out. And definitely, when my parents watched the film, they were like, so what did you think? They were like, yeah, great, too much swearing.
Question on the back, please. I just want to say one thing about the swearing, is that we had a swearing expert who's an incredibly polite Muslim girl from Manchester, and she would phone me up and say, Chris, when you want someone to say twat, do you mean idiot or do you mean vagina? This is not the kind of conversation really that one should be having with somebody that polite, but she was incredibly well spoken, never said the bad things, but would write them all down by email. I don't know if that makes sense.
Question on the back, please.
Yeah, it's a question for Chris Parnelli. And you're not exactly a stranger to controversy or anything like that. But was there any point that you thought, maybe I should be doing this? I mean, and I love this film, I absolutely love this film. But like, I did read that like, a lot of the families of like the 7/7 victims were, going to boycott the film and so on and so forth. Was there ever a point when you were like, maybe this is too raw and nerve to go down in this country, or what?
Not exactly, no. I mean, you do have to be careful, and I do think that there is. I mean, in fact, I spoke to people who'd been on trains that got blown up. Obviously, you can't speak to everybody. I just wanted to get a sense of what people who'd been in that position would think. But you have to accept that obviously somebody who's been traumatised directly is going to have a different reaction to people at large, and you know what you're going to do. And I think that on the day that those people complained, I think most people, from what I heard on radio phone-ins, were saying they're absolutely right to make that complaint, but on the other hand, that wouldn't mean you shut down a cinema from showing the film. So I think basically people seem to have it in proportion, and no, I didn't really think no at any point. That may say something about me, but I just thought no. In fact, I just thought yes a lot, because I thought that there was so much to be found out, and the more I found out, the more I thought yes, really.
Lady over here, please, yeah.
Hi. Firstly, it was a fantastic film, as everybody already said. Thank you very much for coming down. Just two questions, really. Firstly, Chris, did you want a serious message behind the film? And also, Kayvan, we would like to share with you.
Fuck the question, If you do that, then maybe I won't have to do the serious question. I mean, you obviously make a film like this, you make a comedy with a serious intent. And the serious intent is to make sure that Kayvan never gets as many photo opportunities as possible. He's actually quite good at... No, I won't. Yes. He filmed... No. Actually, sorry, that's just a very I'm just doing a version of me talking to myself there, so you don't want to do that. But the serious thing behind it, we did, there were serious questions that come up, and you do hope there's a serious underpinning, but I would hesitate from saying what it is, because I sort of think that, I hope that it somehow inherently, both in the choice of doing the film in the first place and in the things that happen in it, we draw the distinction between what are the funny things and what are the things that you take seriously. I think people worried that before they saw the film maybe that we wouldn't be taking death seriously. And obviously we decided that the death of Nigel Lindsay was the only one we couldn't really take seriously, and everything else would have severe consequences. So, I wouldn't say there's a single point. If you try and make a film with a single point, you'll probably end up with something very dull. But, you do have to think seriously, it's a serious subject.
Okay, these are the last three questions. We're going to take one from the front, one from the middle, and one from the back. So from the front.
I'll pass it on. Lots of questions tonight about language and dialect and whether other cultures get it, this kind of thing. Has this... Oh, sorry. Don't be surprised. Has this been translated into other languages and released in other countries and cultures, and if so, with what success?
It has, and you get subtitles, and of course, how can I check a Greek subtitle? Not very well is the answer, but I've seen it play in Greece actually just this weekend, and apart from the fact that they seem to see in Greece the first 20 minutes of the film as the time when you turn up and sit down and talk to the friends that you mentioned in the cinema. which I sort of quite, I thought, what the hell is this? And I thought, actually, I quite like that. Maybe that's just how you see films at least. But no, it seemed to make sense to them. And in the Czech Republic, which, within living memory emerged from behind the Iron Curtain, the joke that they really liked were all the things to do with anti-surveillance. So there are different biases.
Okay, question at the front and then last one at the back.
How do you go about finding investors bold enough or stupid enough to invest in a knockabout movie about suicide bombers?
You can never rely on what people say. If they say we're interested, that means that we're interested up until the point where we have to make a commitment, and then at least 90% of those will fall away. And I think probably as with any film funding, people fund for different reasons. No one is mad enough to invest in a film to make money. And you do find people who either want to buy their rights to change the ending, which we have, or people who are interested enough in the subject to want to be associated with everything to do with the film up to the moment where they have to pay, and then they will say, actually, we're very worried. We're not worried for ourselves. We're just a little bit worried that if you filmed in Luton, this might cause a health and safety issue, and then they back away. So it's kind of it is frustrating, but you kind of know it's going to be like that at the start.
Okay, this is the last question, so it better be a good one. Starting from the back.
Hello, hi there. I've been asked by my female friends here, why weren't there any female lead roles?
Good question.
And also one more, what about for the second film, Four Lionesses?
Right, so you're making a bit. It's interesting that because a number of people clapped the idea of wanting to see a female suicide bomber. Maybe we didn't go far enough. I mean, it would have. Are you really seriously advocating that you want to watch? What do you want? You want four babes, basically. You want four babes, and you want to watch them changing when they're putting on the bomb belts. That's probably
Okay, well, that's very good.
Good answer,
I
good
just
answer.
thought I'd have a last word, perhaps from all the panel members. Obviously, you've had lots of questions today. Anything you want to say? Aldo, anything?
Yeah, I want just a little thing. That when I came out of the station and walking up here to the cinema and seeing everybody and the positive response that it's got, I'm really chuffed. And I was walking around in London because that's where I live. I got stopped maybe twice, and one of them was somebody who was trying to take a picture like that over their shoulder. And everybody has just been really lovely, and it's been really positive. So thank you.
Best filmmaking adventure I've ever had.
Good experience, and really nice to be in Bradford again.
I'm appallingly syrupy loving, but I agree. It's so much more fun to see the film and see people responding to the film here than virtually anywhere else. And I don't say that in a partisan way. I'm sure it would be pretty good in Blackburn or Sheffield. But thank you very much for coming. And sort of one more time, thanks to these guys because they are fantastic, and I'm very proud to be associated with them.
Yeah, just saying what Fess was saying, like, in London maybe we get stopped, a little bit, once or twice a day or something, literally up here, like Leeds and Bradford. Yeah, alright, you get stopped all the time. Only because people think he's a brown Chuck Norris. It's mental, man. And because people are so much friendlier up here, it's just amazing to see. I feel like if this film has a home, it's here. And it's amazing to come home and show it. No, it's true. Because you know what the thing is, to tell the truth, like people in London, so much of the time, particularly journalists, they always ask, how do people actually from the communities that you made this film about, how did they respond? There must be a lot of controversy. And just to come back here, see this mixed audience, it's all sold out, and there's just so much love for it. It's just an amazing feeling, so thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to all you wonderful people for coming down and making this night so special. And what else I want to say is I want to give y'all a big pat on the back, because you are special people now, so let's hear for you. Let's hear for the people of Bradford. And if I've got to have the last word, all I've really got to say is, fuck many baby bells.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Fuck them in the Waitrose, fuck them in the Sainsbury's low car. Fuck them in the Tesco Metro. When you see them, just fuck them.
I bring this to a close. Everyone, I'd just like to thank everyone who's really come tonight. It's been a wonderful night. I think certainly all of you that we've been very spoiled tonight, really we have. But I just want a bit of a reality check as well. We're here for a good cause as well. So let's try to remember, obviously, millions of people around the world whose lives aren't as fortunate as ours, who have, aren't able to have the same level of happiness and joy as ourselves as well. So let's just, bear a thought for those individuals as well. Again, thank you very much, and secondly, I'd like to thank all of the cast for coming up to Bradford as well. We really have been treated as well.